All right, so first up, we're gonna be making an Oreo mug cake, and it's literally just Oreos and almond milk. All right, so we're just gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 Oreos. We're just gonna do like a little splash like that. Then we're just gonna take that and mash it up, I guess. Then we're just gonna take this and put it in the microwave for 1 minute, and then hopefully we have cake. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It smells really good. A moment of truth. Looks interesting. Okay, so I don't know about this consistency. It's definitely gooey. Wait, okay, hold on. This is the consistency we're working with, and honestly, it kind of looks good. Only way we're gonna know is if we try it, so here we go. Wait. Why is that so good? That is like such a good fudgy cake. It literally took probably 2 minutes to make it. I'm gonna give this an 8. Honestly, it's definitely worth making and it's super easy. So if you have Oreos, go for it. Next up, we have this Sour Patch Kid hack. Apparently, if you take green grapes, slice them in half, and then put lime juice on them, they're supposed to taste like Sour Patch Kids. Don't get me wrong, I love grapes, but like, if I want candy, are grapes really gonna satisfy that craving? I don't know. I have literally seen this one like 80 times, so if this doesn't work, I'm gonna feel very lied to. All right, so I have my grapes all cut up, and now we are just going to squeeze the lime juice on, I guess. Okay, that's it. Okay, is it good? Yes, I get it. Like, you have the salty and sweet. The texture of the grape kind of, I can see, resembles a gummy a little bit. And it is good, but it tastes nothing like a Sour Patch Kid. 3 out of 10. All right, so this next one is a hack for if you ever run out of almond milk. Apparently, if you take a tablespoon of almond butter and a cup of water and then just blend it together, it'll just make almond milk. We're going to take 1 tablespoon of our almond butter. Pour in the water. Make sure it's on tight. Okay, we're starting slow this time, working our way up. Okay, so they didn't strain it or anything, they just poured it into a glass. It's a little frothy, and there are definitely chunks at the bottom. Honestly, it actually does taste like almond milk. But it's kind of weird. The little floaties at the bottom, don't love those. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10 because technically, yes, it works, but I think there are some flaws. This is another one that I've seen like a million times on my For You page, and it's just taking frozen blueberries and any type of milk and then just like letting them sit for a while and then stirring it, and apparently it makes this like blueberry ice cream. And if this works, it would be amazing because honestly, having a healthy alternative to ice cream is always great. TikTok hacks have a habit of never putting actual amounts that you need. So I don't really know if this is the correct amount, but I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna let it sit for a second, let the milk get kind of cold, and then we'll start stirring it, I guess, and trying to like crush them up. I'm not really crushing up like hers. Like, how did she, these things are frozen solid. How did she like crush hers up so much? Like, it's definitely doing something, but is it doing as much as the TikTok? I would not say so. Compared to the TikTok, it looks a lot more frozen blueberry, a lot less ice cream. Tastes better than it looks. The frozen blueberries do kind of just have an ice creamy consistency on their own, kind of more sorbet-esque. I think I'll rate this one a 6. It's good. Like, I honestly will probably make it again just because it's so easy, but you cannot call it ice cream. It's just not ice cream. Okay, I cannot begin to explain how excited I am for this next one. We're gonna be trying 3-ingredient vegan Samoas. I love Samoas so much. So this actually works. If I can actually use 3 ingredients and make things that taste even a little bit like Samoas, I will be so happy. This particular recipe is 2 bananas, 2 cups of shredded coconut, and then chocolate. All right, just gonna take these bananas. All right, happy with the consistency. Now we're just gonna add this 2 cups of coconut and just stir it in. I am very curious to see how this bakes though, because it's literally just banana and coconut, and that seems like, how's that gonna do anything? Consistency looks pretty good, I think. So now we just have to make a bunch of little circles, I guess, and like flatten them out. So they look like this right now, and then she just said literally just use your finger and poke. Okay, well that didn't work. And now I'm just gonna pop these in the oven. It said 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm gonna do 15, check back, and then we'll see where they're at. All right, so the 15-minute timer just went off, and they don't look quite as golden brown as hers did, so I'm gonna leave them in for like 3 more minutes and then take them out. All right, I just took the smokes out of the oven. This is what they're looking like. She said to just take a knife and drizzle it over. Trying to do that, she just made little stripes. Oh my God. I'm gonna take these off, put them in the fridge to cool so that all the chocolate can harden, and then we'll try them. Okay, I literally feel like a kid at a candy store. The Samoas are finally done cooling, so we get to try them. It's not a Samoa, but it's really, really good. I'm gonna eat this entire plate. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. I think if you dip the bottoms in chocolate as well, like how the actual Samoa is, it'd probably be a little bit better. But they're super good. Definitely worth making because they're so freaking easy. Okay, so this next one is another ice cream hack, but this one's using bananas instead of blueberries and an actual blender, not just me trying to crush up little blueberries with my hands. So all we're using is these 4 bananas and then ½ cup of almond milk. Blender. Swirl. Oh my God. The texture is literally so ice creamy. Wow, look at that. Literally the texture was exactly like ice cream. I feel like anytime I have an ice cream craving, like this would totally hit that. I have to give this a 10 out of 10. All right, so this is another candy hack. These are allegedly date Snickers. So apparently if you put Mejool dates, peanut butter, and dark chocolate together, it's like a little bit of a Snickers hack. So after Sour Patch grapes, I'm feeling a little bit skeptical. Cut them so there's like a little opening. We're gonna pit our dates. And then all you have to do is fill them up with peanut butter and then cover them with chocolate. We're gonna pop this into the freezer until the chocolate hardens. Oh my God, I'm so excited about these. They look so good. Totally covered in chocolate. I'm so excited. Okay, this is amazing. It doesn't taste like a Snickers, but it does taste like a candy bar. 9 out of 10. Okay, so the last actual recipe I'm making is gonna be another 3-ingredient cookie, but this is more like your typical cookie. It is advertised on the TikTok as 3 ingredients, but I'm gonna add chocolate chips because like, who wants a plain cookie? Yeah. So, first, peel these babies, put them into a bowl, mash them up. You know the drill at this point. We're gonna add 2 cups of blended up oats. I already blended mine, but yeah, so you can literally just buy oat flour, but if you don't have any oat flour, take 2 cups, put them into a high-speed blender, blend them up, and you'll get oat flour. And then we're just gonna use 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar. We're just gonna mix that all up. Low-key, I've been mixing for a while and it kind of won't get past this consistency. I'm gonna keep going, but I might have to add like almond milk or something. I don't know. I'm gonna add a splash of almond milk. So after the almond milk addition, it looks pretty similar to the consistency as hers, so I think we're good. She said it's optional to add in whatever toppings you want. I'm gonna do chocolate chunks. And we're just gonna stir that in. One thing that I thought was kind of interesting is that she mentioned to flatten the cookies out. So, just, okay, wow, that did not work. You know what? We're not gonna be negative. Okay, a lot better with my hands. Since my hands are disgusting, I'm gonna wash them and then put these in the oven. She said 10 to 13 minutes, so I'm gonna go 10, check it 10, see what's up. All right, 10 minutes in, this is where we're at, they don't really look cooked, honestly, and I also don't know what those white things are. Okay, so I'm just realizing I really did not flatten my cookies that much. I guess I didn't watch clearly enough. I didn't realize she flattened them like so flat. Also, she said cook 10 to 13 minutes or until done. How do I know when it's done, you know? I don't know about these. So I ended up leaving them in for like 17 minutes. They don't feel like cookie consistency, I can tell you that. So I hate it. I'm not, like, it's fine. The texture though is really weird. I don't know. It just like doesn't feel or really taste like a cookie. I can't imagine if I didn't add the chocolate chips. Like if you just left this with the 3 ingredients, I would not recommend. Yeah, wow, I'm super disappointed. I'm gonna give these 2 out of 10. Oh, I go bad. But they're bad. Like they're straight up bad. Will I probably still eat them? Maybe. This next hack is an ice cream cookie sandwich hack. I'm gonna make the ice cream sandwiches with the cookies that I just made. Got our 2 cookies waiting on deck. I feel nervous about this. So I'm gonna just take this huge knife and saw into my ice cream, you know, as you do. Okay. Oh, hey, that was like way easier than I expected it to. Feels really wrong. Now we'll just flip this over, put this on top and just, oh my God, wait, that's so fun. Is it just, it's so fun. I mean, I love it. The hack definitely worked. That is literally a perfect sandwich. I was right. The only thing that could fix these cookies was vanilla ice cream. I'm giving it an 8 because I don't know what I meant to do with this. Like, that's not gonna work. I guess maybe. Like, do I just, it's kind of what I'm gonna do right now. I think I'm gonna like do it like this and put it in a bag and put it back in the freezer and hope for the best. I feel like if you're doing this with like multiple people and you were gonna use the entire pint, like this would actually be perfect. I've completed all the TikTok hacks and I'm gonna try today. So honestly, if you're ever bored, go through those likes, find your recipes, find your hacks, try them out, because honestly, a lot of them are worth it. And now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go finish those s'mores.